Now, while we're talking cherries, let's talk an example of some bad communications and some bad issues relating to charm dance and how the details and appropriate quality and everything didn't work out and didn't work out for the exporter. We were working with an exporter from a Central Asian country that was producing cherries, and they have beautiful cherries, a great area to produce crops like that, and they have cheap labor, so they're able to do quality packaging. And we introduced them to some buyers in Dubai. And Dubai has two markets. They have a market that is very high quality for the families and for the residents, the citizens of the United Arab Emirates. And then they have a lower price market for all of the workers that are there. And there's a lot of workers that are there. So there's two different price points. The particular retail that we were selling to was, or we were facilitating the sale to, was a high-end retailer. So they wanted quality product. And we assured them that we had quality product because we'd worked with the packers, we'd trained them, put them through training, both on cold storage and on business principles. And we worked with them. We negotiated a transaction. A shipment was to go from their airport to Dubai, and right from harvest. And cherries, you have to worry about the cold chain and when they get picked from the tree and how long they're exposed to sun and how long they're exposed in the warehouse and the heat that's there. So there's got to be a temperature control throughout the process. And we taught them that, and they understood that. But what happened is they cut corners. They tried to save money. So, and in the process, not only did they not necessarily do all the quality control all the way through in an effort to save money, they also missed the airplane. And so there's not a lot of flights going from there to Dubai. So they missed the airplane, so they had to keep it in cold storage for another day. The temperatures got off, the cherries got down and got hotter and got more mushy and less high quality. They shipped them to Dubai. The customer got them and said, "This is not what we bought. There's a quality. We have a claim. We cannot pay this for these because we can't sell them at this quality. We have to go through and sort them. And labor in Dubai was more expensive than labor in Central Asia, so they had to go through and sort them and pay the workers to sort them. And the supplier in Central Asia didn't respond. They didn't answer. They didn't communicate. They didn't tell them that they missed the flight. They didn't tell them that the quality was in jeopardy and was in question. They just shipped the product, and then they ghosted them. They disappeared. They didn't want to honor the claim. They didn't want to pay for the reduced price. And what happened is the retailer then says, I can't trust anybody from that market. I can't trust being able to get the product. We had another company or another group of people involved that we trusted, and they were able to say they can do it. They can maintain the quality. It got there, and not only had they not met the quality, but then when it came time to honor a claim, they walked away. And they could have paid a little bit for the claim, and then they would have got future business. They would have got future sales. And the country would have got future sales. But what happened is the reputation of not only the particular exporter, but the entire country took a dive because they didn't ship the quality they expected, and then they didn't honor the claim. So sometimes it's more important to honor the claim. Again, when we talk about customers, the customer is always right, even when they're wrong. So in this case, not only was the customer right, they had a claim that was legitimate. They didn't get the product they expected, and they should have been able to go back to the packer to get a claim. The packer refused to, and in the process, he lost all future business, not only for himself, but also for others who were trying to export cherries from that country to Dubai.